time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2019 Sjporr Challenge Gold sponsors. A special thanks to double gold sponsor Bouncer, keeping the dregs out with an inline filter for homebrewers. BrewTubers Online Brewers Club, forums, recipes, and news updates, and more. Yakima Valley Hops, fresh from the source to your kettle. Omega Yeast Labs, fresh, healthy, unique yeast. Jaded Brewing, home of the fastest immersion wort chiller, the Hydra. Kempfo's 2001 CTSP Pink, the world's favorite chlorinated homebrew cleaner with a unique pink color indicator. And our silver sponsor, the Brew Bag, simply the easiest way to brew great beers at home.
Clement's Homebrew coming at you today with the 2019 Sjporr Challenge Round 2 beer review. So here we've got the first beer of these I'm going to be trying. It is 46D-RD2 for round 2, Y33, and this is a Scottish export, 4.5%. So this should be a fun try. Generally, Scottish exports have a light to medium caramel type character. They're usually going to be more malt forward. Sometimes they'll have some butterscotch type character, and they may or may not have some esters from the yeast. So anyway, let's get into it. Cheers. Now we know we're not holding strictly to BJCP guidelines. So, and I don't know how this was conditioned, so I'm gonna stop here just in case. Let's take a look. It's not exactly clear, but that's cool. It's got kind of a dark caramel color, if you will, and boy, it's got like some reddish hues to it, definitely. And the head on there, I mean, it's a full fingered head, and it's definitely got like a tan with some reddish highlights too, I would say, and it's kind of interesting. Let's get a nose on this. All right, well, it has kind of the right nose to it. It's you're getting a bit of caramel definitely on there. Definitely malt forward. It has some sweet quality to it too, though. There's some sweetness. A light breadiness to it. That falls right in line with the category. I don't recall. I think the exports can be, Scottish exports can be anywhere from like around 3.5% to like 6%. There's quite a, or 5.5%, something like that. Quite a range on those. So let's get into it. Cheers. Quite a bit of carbonation to this. It definitely has like a caramelly a flavor to it. It's almost like they put melanoidin in it. I don't know. It just strikes me that way. And but it has a caramel type character to it. It has I want to think maybe a little more hop character to it than I would normally expect. Although I don't recall what IBUs an export is. Probably a little higher IBUs than a normal Scottish ale if it was for traveling. It has this very, I want to say, fall type character going on to it, which is appropriate for a day like this. So that's fun. All right, I'm going to make some notes on this and I'll be back. Well, I gave this a swirl and the head just built up fast. All right, I don't know if it'll do it again. Nope, sure enough it did. So I'm giving this a swirl, and you can just see how this has built into a head very quickly. So unfortunately, it's suffered some of that, what I call the travel oxidation, or what can cause gushers. When I first opened it, it was bubbling up a bit. That sadly does throw some off flavors. For as much as the head is building on this, meaning it's that weird phenomena from travel, it hasn't affected the taste terribly. And more often than not, I get this really harsh oxidation taste, and it's not doing that, fortunately. The one thing I'm really enjoying about this is it has almost a hint of a scent like an Oktoberfest. It has what I call a nice light sweetness and fall leaves type quality going on. And that's something that when it's frankly pretty chilly out here. That's a nice style for this time of year. Yeah, I want to say it's almost a like a walnutty or like a pecan, light pecan type character, and almost a woody type character, which is kind of fun. As well as it's somewhat bready too. And then of course, as it should be, it is malt forward. So it's a nice classic style. It's a very good beer. It's very well made. So here we are again with our Scottish Export Ale. Boy, you know, it's got a little battle fatigue from traveling, which is sad because I think the flavors are right on par with the style, which is something that I love. I think it's a well-crafted beer, well-designed and executed by whoever made it. Yeah, I think this was a well-done beer. This is Kevin at Clements Homebrew. Hey, 2019 Sjporr Challenge. Here we go, round 2. Cheers.